Waiting for Columbus is about a man who arrives at a mental institution in Seville, Spain, and he wakes up in the morning and he believes wholeheartedly that he is the one and only Christopher Columbus. And so it's a bit of a mystery, and it turns out to be a bit of a love story, as his nurse, Consuela, is assigned to listen to these stories that he starts to unfold about how hard it was for Christopher Columbus to get his boats, and how hard it was in that time in the 15th century. And she starts to, and they're pretty crazy stories. They're romantic, and they're lusty, and they're filled with adventure. There's even swords. They're pretty seductive, these stories, and she starts to fall for this patient, and so she crosses that ethical line that nurses aren't supposed to cross. When I first started writing the book, I was looking at writing a book about obsession, and Columbus seemed a natural candidate for me, in that the best minds of his time told him that he was a complete idiot to go on this adventure, that while no one believed the Earth was flat, no one knew how big the Earth was, but they did know that it was bigger than he said it was. And they were absolutely right. Regardless, Columbus pressed on, and it's that sort of spirit that I wanted to explore and capture. There's a lot of love stories in the book, and that the Columbus journey is exactly what we do when we love. When we start a relationship with our husbands, our wives, our partners, we go on this journey, and there's no real compass, there's no real map, there's only the hope that we're going to wind up someplace safe and with our partner at the end of that journey, and so it seemed he seems the ideal character metaphorically for this sort of journey. It's also what we do when we pick up a book. We take a Columbus journey. We pick up that book and we read that first page on faith, and we start going and we move through it, and we hope that we're going to wind up at the end of that book. We trust the author that we're going to be either entertained or titillated or moved, or at the end of the process of reading the book. One of the main questions in Waiting for Columbus is an exploration of what it is exactly that as human beings we can live through. A lot of awful things happen to people all over the world all the time, and I guess one of the main questions that I want to explore is what is it that we can live through, and how do we deal with great disasters in our own lives? Do we buck up? Do we disappear into a bottle of whiskey? Do we suck it up and move on? Or do we hide inside a delusion?